Good morning. I am finishing getting ready for this live. How is everyone doing? This is the first day I can work since my little was sick. I feel like I've been gone forever. How is everyone? I hope everyone's doing well. I missed everyone. It's been a while since I've gone live. So I wanted to talk today. Good morning. So today I wanted to talk about your fertility vision or your vision for motherhood and what that looked like for you. What I've noticed collectively, a lot of women that are DMing me or conversations I'm having with new people in the audience when they DM me here on TikTok or Instagram is that I'm not doing readings right now. Is they don't have a vision for their fertility. Um, so if you're trying to manifest or if you're trying to get pregnant, or if you are pregnant, what is your vision for motherhood? What's your vision for your pregnancy? What's the vision um for birth and postpartum? We need to talk about these things because a lot of women are spending tons of time trying to get pregnant, and then once they are pregnant, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to like what now? So we need to make sure that that moment doesn't happen for you and that you are prepared. And so you're like, okay, so you spent all this time just to get pregnant, but then you're like, what do I do in this pregnancy? You don't know what all is possible for you in your pregnancy, such as, did you know that you could have, like, even for birth, you could have a water birth, home birth, hospital birth. Pregnancy is you could have a midwife or an OBGYN, depending on if you're a high risk pregnancy or not. Did you know that, some things that um, be you would want to know, like, if it's you've spent years trying to get pregnant, maybe you should be thinking about how can you remember this experience if maybe this is the only time you're ever going to get pregnant, so you don't have any regrets, you don't have any what ifs, like what should I have done differently, what should some things in your pregnancy that you could ask for are, if you are stressed, maybe depending also on your insurance, you could ask for more ultrasounds, or also you might want to um, understand, like, what do you want life to be with baby after they're born. And we're doing this inside the Make a Baby membership tomorrow, casting your vision. Because when I ask women, what is your vision for after you conceive, they don't know. And that's super important. Super important. So you want to stay active while you're pregnant. That's super important. What do you want to know, baby, while they're in your womb? Do you want to have their input on how things go in your pregnancy, in your birth? Do you want to know their soul before they're born? Oh my gosh, look, it's Syra. Oh no, I have Wi-Fi. Syra is my project manager, my runner of my business. She helps me do everything. Hi, sweet girl. I love you. So tomorrow in our membership, in the Make a Baby membership, which you can do at the top of the profile, you can go and join that. And basically, what we're going to be discussing is how to use Reiki, how to cast your vision for motherhood. there would be, and I think this is super important because we're going to be activating the womb with Reiki to ensure that you're also downloading this. So if you want to stay active during your pregnancy, okay, are we putting this into your fertility plan? Are we being active now? So to manifest the things we want, we need to make sure we're being that person. We're matching that vibration of that person who has the thing that we want or is doing the things that we want. So in that case, also what we're doing in that class is we're going to do human design. Human design is super important because we're going to understand how do you manifest best. And that's based on your birthplace, birth time, and birth date. And going live right now on YouTube and TikTok. And I haven't worn this lipstick in a long time. So let me know what other questions you may have about your fertility, if you're trying to conceive, if you're pregnant. I know that when I was trying to conceive, I became super at the end. I was over the devastation. I had come to the terms of like, what would life look like if I did conceive? And what would life look like if I didn't conceive? So I'm not doing any readings on this. And also, I would never ethically tell you were pregnant because if I was wrong, I've caused you more harm. Ethical readers need to be very conscious of what is ethical. I butchered that message. Let's take a look. Mariah Dennis. No way. Did you? So, hi, I started coming to your groups and doing rituals, and I found out I'm pregnant. That's amazing, Myra. 3 weeks, I found out. That's incredible. Congratulations. That's freaking amazing. So that's number 86. Send me a DM on Instagram, Myra, and we'll get you hooked up. I'll give you a free month inside the Make a Baby membership in the pregnancy circle. I'll give you a free month. DM me on Instagram. Congratulations. 7 weeks, Mariah. Sorry I messed up your name. So, question for you. Do you have a vision for your pregnancy, or what do you want more of in your pregnancy? What do you want with your baby? Because now this is a new relationship. What do you want more of with your baby? That is kind of funky. You're right, Mariah. You're right, more on Instagram. So let me know what you want. Drop it in below what you're wanting more of in your pregnancy. Okay, so let's go through these other comments. I've been taking prenatals for a month now. How long have you been trying, Gina? I'm not going to tell you if you're pregnant because that's not ethical. And then 3 weeks ago, it's so exciting. Honestly, don't know, but just struggling through morning sickness. So with morning sickness, I want you to have something to suck on. And so that might be something like ginger is amazing if you can tolerate it. What is the other thing? Peppermints. Like if you could have anything peppermint, that will soothe your stomach a lot. Of course, the saltine crackers, and then find some type of liquid that you can keep down so you're always hydrated. Exactly. I love those. The ones from doTERRA are amazing. You can't do ginger. I couldn't do ginger either. Yeah, but make sure you're hydrating. Coconut water. Also, I was really big into pineapple juice, and if you can eat the pineapple, that's better. Um, it's really good for your stomach. But oh, it's a pregnancy craving. I've never eaten a warhead. I wonder if I'm missing out. Is that taffy? Is that taffy? Oh, it's sour. Okay. Then that's probably why I haven't tried it. Oh, it's a sour candy. Okay. So, um, sour but sweet. Hey, so if you're asking when you will get pregnant, the first thing is to discover why your womb is blocked. So, and are we first layer is what does your lifestyle look like? Are you emotionally safe in your life? What activities and relationships are making you feel emotionally unsafe? We have to make you feel emotionally safe in your life and your body to get you out of survival mode and into healing mode. Thank you so much. If how do you say it? If you do not have emotional safety and you don't have that within your body, within yourself, within your relationships, within your partnerships, within um, the activities that you're doing, then your womb will stay closed. When you're not conceiving, we have to look at the reasons why your womb is closed and why it is blocked. This is called your sacral plexus chakra. Your sacral plexus chakra is located in your pelvis. You do have a loss before. Yeah. So it's really important, especially if you've had anxiety and you have losses before. I call that infertility trauma. Like nobody talks about that, but you can have trauma from the fertility journey itself. And I highly recommend having ongoing support in your pregnancy and healing. It's not enough just to get pregnant. You have to heal during your pregnancy because everything physical um, will is because there's a stuck emotion. It's very simple. And we are designed to release things. Yeah, a DNC is very tough on your body emotionally. And it's really important that you have a relationship with healing. Hi, Kimmy. I'm so sorry. That's true. Kimmy, have you connected to your spirit baby yet? Like, have you asked your spirit baby to show up in your dreams? Oh my gosh. It's so if someone gives you my information or is scamming, like that's a scammer. I will never DM you. I will never ask for money. I will never offer you a reading in the DMs. That's not ethical. No ethical reader will do that. Or healer. Yeah. No, I'm not asking you for $3,000. My membership um is $49 a month and it's a legit secure checkout. It's at the top of the page. You're welcome to come and go as you please. You're more than welcome to join. If you don't want to join, that's okay too. We have YouTube and a podcast for free content. So, um, So the first thing is that you need to have emotional safety in your life, and then we can start to get you out of survival mode into healing mode. And then once we're there, you can then start to learn what's possible. How do you connect with your spirit baby? Well, it's very simple. You can get a reading from me, or you can write them a letter. You can invite them in to your dreams or to show you signs, just like you would with a spirit guide. And then you would just say, I want, dear spirit baby, say it out loud. I invite you to communicate with me. I want to receive 3 signs from you. You can say a specific thing like an owl or a hawk or a number, and I want you to send that to me within 24 hours. So it's really important that I'm going to take some Advil. That you like let them know what you want to receive and then look for it. It could be in a license plate, it could be on a billboard. I see a lot of numbers on like social media, like under the TikTok numbers. Like if you're scrolling, sometimes I see angel numbers and the number of comments. Like if like you look at a video, you can see they had 444 comments or 555 hearts, or the number of views. So spirit likes to communicate with me with also like the gas pump, license plates, the clock. So those are all things. So you can actually communicate with spirit baby yourself, and ask them for direct signs. If you start seeing angel numbers, which are repetitive numbers, then yeah, angel numbers are big. You can look up what the meaning is, or you can define what that meaning is. So when I see 444, 444 for me is like, make this decision. This is the right decision. Go for it. I thought I heard a voice. Is a spirit baby that you're going to revive or a baby that has passed? So okay, a spirit baby is one that has not been birthed yet, and an angel baby is one that has passed, miscarried, or been aborted. So this is really important, is that spirit baby has yet to been birthed. Now the soul of an angel baby can choose to come back as a future baby, but that's like less common than people think. There are ways like, and that's usually just channeled. So it's really important to understand that it's really important to honor and heal every loss in the event, in the process in which you lost, and process that so the womb is cleared for the next attempt. So if you haven't done a womb healing or cleansing for your baby, oh no, I lost my primer. Are you doing readings? No. No, I'm not. I am talking about my event we're having tomorrow. We will be channeling there. I hope that's helpful. Oh, I didn't do my eyebrows. Can we welcome a specific gender of our spirit baby to reincarnate? Yeah, you can do anything. A good thing to know about is on the other side, gender is fluid. So like there is like most beings on the other side are genderless. Like if you believe in reincarnation, this is what I learned with past life. This is what I learned with working with a past life regression specialist. I used hypnosis to go for past lives. Is that we have to live both sides of the coin. So like if you are abused in this life, it means in the next life or the life before, you were the abuser. It's yin and yang. It's both sides of the coin. And that also means you could be another gender. Your mom could have been your sister, or your dad could have been your brother. So there's like usually um, can reincarnation can be a funny thing. But from what I've been taught and what I believe to be true from mediumship is that we travel with the same group of 30 to 40 people and we change roles. Now, so this is what I do know. When I was trying to conceive, I know this to be true because of my experiences and my mediumship and me working with over 500 women. What this has happened is that you can set your intention. Like I tried to have twin girls. I ended up with a single boy. Um, I think if it's placed on your heart, go for it. I always believe what you want wants you. However, I ended up with a boy, and I'm okay with that. So I think that most people will try to deter you from wanting a specific gender. Um, do I do anything gender related? No, I just work with the womb. So basically, most people will say you should want a healthy PB. I'm not going to tell you what you should or should not do. If you want a specific gender, then go for it. If you want it badly, it's like in your being and in your energy, then cast that vision and do it. But I mean, there's nothing with Reiki that will guarantee you a boy or a girl. And I certainly don't work with that because we don't know what the soul is going to kind of do. They can present themselves to me in a mediumship and in a healing in a session as girl energy. And they can change by the time that they transcend and implant your womb, and they could be presenting as a boy. So even when I've channeled my dad, I know he's my dad because I have like mediumship abilities. So, hi, welcome. Hi, Jess Ram. Jessica, I'm going to answer your question in a second. Um, I have felt his energy more feminine at times, but I know that in this past life, my dad was a man. Okay, so can you remove blockages via online? Yep, my whole business is online, and we just got our 86 Reiki baby today. So Mariah just said that she was pregnant. So we're so excited to um, have another Reiki baby. Yeah, Mariah. Sorry, I was saying your name wrong. Mariah, Mariah Carey is how I'm remembering to say your name. So basically, Reiki is able to transcend time and space. So um, I can connect to other people via online and give Reiki in person or online. And we can heal your womb that way. And the whole practice is based on online. I recently just had an abortion. Does the baby always stay with you and give you? Okay, so I personally had an abortion in my 20s. The baby that soul that I connected with, is different than the soul that Ollie is now. And I treat personally, just because I've had an abortion and I've looked high and wide, and there is not a lot of healing for people who have abortions or a lot of space that is held for you. Um, One, I just want to honor your experience, and it's such a heavy experience no matter what you go through or in the decisions in your life circumstances. There's just only when I came out and shared it, it was always just shame and pity. So with me, we honor your experience. We honor and treat it just like if it was a loss, a miscarriage. Um, and it's important to understand that your baby, if you want to connect with them, we can. If you don't, but your baby doesn't give up on you. It was part of your soul contract. So any baby that is miscarried or aborted is part of their soul contract. Their soul contract is the agreement that they make with you. And it has everything to do with their life purpose and why they come to this life. And they're able to achieve that within the womb. I lost my baby at 12 weeks. Unfortunately, I'm miserable. I would like to have my angel baby. Great. So you can join the Make a Baby membership at the top. Which part froze? So basically, the soul contracts is what connects you to your baby and any person in your life. So it's really important to remember that they fulfilled their life purpose when they came here. So you didn't do anything wrong. In your healing, know that they fulfilled what they needed to here on earth. Just like a person that lives to 100 or 75 or 35 or whatever, they're going to have the opportunity to fulfill their life purpose. Yeah. So you can go to the top of the profile and join. The membership's $49. We're having a live event tomorrow. Hi, Rosie. And the live event tomorrow is about casting your vision for fertility. I'm looking for a clip for my hair, and it was a new one. Here it is. Cool. I knew I had a new clip. Look at my new clip. So, yeah. Without a vision, you're not going to know where to go, and you're always manifesting. This is a giant ass clip. Sweet Jesus, that's nice. I feel put together. I feel snatched. All the baby does to you. Let me see if there's any questions. Athena, did you get everything you needed about the soul contracts? I'm getting my hair done on Friday. Getting this blonde out. Okay, perfect. So so I'm not doing readings, but does anyone have any questions about their fertility or blockages or anything like that? Make sure to be tapping on the screen so we can see on the FYP and share, push the share button. I have a blocked tube, lost my other to my ectopic pregnancy. I'm so sorry to hear that. Baby prior to this was miscarriage. Hi, periods have been normal, but now I'm 32 days late. Oof. Okay. Have you tested? If you have new tubes. So am I reading that right? Oh, there's two separate people. I'm reading like all the comments and I thought they were back to back. Chantel says I have a blocked tube. You have a blocked tube. Okay, so we can do for a blocked tube, we can use Reiki to help either, it's not a guarantee, but we have had Reiki be successful for two women who have blocked tubes. The emotional reasons of why you would like blocked tubes, we want to heal resentment and anger. So like in there, like what are you not releasing? Because basically that scarring comes up. So we definitely want to look at your mother and father relationship 100%. If there's any guilt or resentment or intimidation that was done to you as a young child, we need to heal that. That's the emotional blockages I would address. I'm taking herbal teas. Will it help unblock? Castor oil pack, definitely for sure. Herbal teas. So I'm really picky about herbals. I think you should be working with a Chinese medicine doctor who also does acupuncture if you're going to go that route. Castor oil is a good start. And then I would look at those emotional causes. Hi Ty, my partner are trying to get pregnant. How long have you been trying to get pregnant? How do you release anger and resentment with your parents? Okay, so the first thing is that I would look at your relationship currently. What are your thoughts on manifesting a baby? We do it all the time and make a baby membership. So you've been trying for 6 months. First thing is look at your relationship with your parents. Do you currently have one? Do boundaries need to be set? How do you feel when you talk to them? How do you feel while you're physically around them? If and be really honest with yourself. Everyone says just fine. If you answer fine, then it's not fine. Um, then I would say if everything is great now, it doesn't mean that there's not something to heal from ages 0 to 7. Most of our womb work is doing inner child work. If you ever are on TikTok and you're like, shadow work, well, that's womb work. Womb work will last you for the rest of your life. Everything that we heal up front now will make for an easier conception, birth, and postpartum and pregnancy. So basically, for healing anger and resentment, you need to determine, do you want to forgive or move to a place of neutrality? I'm not a big person on forgiveness. I think that if you choose to forgive and you want to, it's a very personal choice. My goal in working with you is to move you to a place of neutrality. That meaning like you're not triggered, you're indifferent. And that is a very powerful place because that means you're in charge of your emotions and you're not going to go down a spiral if you're around them. That means what was a very painful point, or so what you're angry about and what your resentment about is very important to know. um and then we can de-trigger you. We do that with Reiki. Or you accept your parents for who they are, accepting they did the best like the cards you were dealt were probably really shitty, and that they did the best they knew and that they weren't the person to break change. Like a lot of people, if we're angry, resentment, we're angry with like the choices that they made, or if we felt like they weren't the person that we wanted them to be. So we have to accept their faults, that they are human, they failed, mourn that loss, and that they're not going to become the person that we want them to be. And then we move on. We like it's an acknowledgement of their failure or their letdown, and then in a choice to see how they are now so you can move through it. um it allows us, it's a mindset shift to move through it. So you feel that way with your husband, that's a different story. Like parents, like you can choose to have contact or no contact with them. um with your husband, it's very different. Like you can, well, a lot of it's applicable too, but you have choices to stay or not. How do you feel about talking about metformin and birth controls to help with PCOS? So I think metformin can help. I'm not a doctor. Birth control pills are a band aid. So I would, when we are working with PCOS, the number one thing is emotionally and spiritually, we need to work on your father relationship. Like, how do you feel about your father? What are some things? Because PCOS, the emotional wound is that you were made feel like you had to adult before you were ready to, because you were a child. So in that case, that's why PCOS comes up. What I like best for PCOS is that we're getting to the root cause of your insulin and hormonal disruptions that are causing the imbalances. And we can also, there's different type of insulin resistance. So it's really important to understand that you need to be talking to, I honestly think that Chinese medicine is the best way to go um, um, with PCOS support. because then they can also advise you on hormonal changes, getting acupuncture, and also coach you on like what foods are inflammatory to your system. You're so welcome. Hi, Janet Gonzalez. I'm so sorry you had your miscarriage. So I'm not giving any readings now. Um, I would continue trying without going too deep. I'm not doing any readings on this live. So tomorrow we're doing a vision for your fertility. If you want to join the Make a Baby membership, it's at the top of the profile. We're having a live call and we're going to do a healing for creating your vision with your womb, for your fertility, for your pregnancy, for your birth, for your postpartum. And it's not enough just to get pregnant. We need to know what your vision is for going forward with this baby. If you are not getting pregnant, hi Mar, one is emotional security, like in safety. Where do you have that in your life and where don't you have it? If you don't have it, you need to make changes into, meaning like in your relationship within yourself and like what you're willing to accept, how people talk to you, how they make you feel. Also, it's really important to understand that you always have options. Also increase your joy. I feel more like you need more joy in your life. So where are you sourcing your joy from? Um, I think it's really important to understand that as we're conceiving, the fertility journey can suck the life out of you. But when we're creating a life, we need to make sure we're having joy in our womb because it harmonizes everything. And joy heals us. So it's really important for you to have big belly laughs that make your stomach hurt, or when you cry from laughing so hard, or when you're like coughing. You need to create more moments of that in your life. And I know that sounds really like simple, but honestly, the women who are able to conceive um, are because one, they believe it's possible, and two, they're instilling emotional safety in their life and inviting more and more joy. Joy makes babies stick. Oh yeah, if her energy drains you, it's because there's no emotional safety there. So if she's draining you, it's because she is, one, you need to shield yourself, cut cords with her, and then put boundaries up with her. So that means your womb is most likely closing because she's like, I see this, instead of like your energy being going away, it's like she's encroaching you. That's what I feel. I had my first IUI on Friday. I'm so anxious about it. Oh my goodness, we have a few women who just had IUIs last week inside the membership. We have a whole like series of meditations and Reiki healings that are just made for IUI and IVF. Well, ladies, I have a Reiki session in 4 minutes. It's been so good. Do you want more of these? Does this time work for you? If you want, I can do more of these. Hi, I'm great. How are you? I'm getting ready to hop off. So I hope you all do good. I'll talk to you soon.